Oh, god damn it. Come on. You okay? Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you. Kind of just having fun with this one. Just sort of drawing like a goat demon gamer girl. Yep. Well, if you keep practicing, I'm sure you'll be able to draw a full body at some point. It helps a lot to just like, do gesture drawings and all that stuff that's a little bit boring, I admit. But like a way that I found to practice stuff like gesture drawings and all that other sort of art school stuff that is kind of tiresome to work on is making it into something else. Like what's it called? Pixelovely. There's an online gesture drawing tool where you basically just uh you tell it like, okay, I want to see human figures or animals or cars, and I want to see each one for a minute or like 5 minutes or 30 minutes, and it just sends you sort of through a slideshow of images, and you can draw them. And the thing I like to do with that is I'll draw the images, and then once I'm done doing the practices, I'll put different clothes on them, or I'll make them into a dragon person, that kind of thing. Yeah, that I think it's on Pixelovely, but if you look up like gesture drawing tool or online gesture drawing tool, it can be really helpful for getting down just sort of getting a sense of like people's poses and also working with like animals and stuff like that. Oh yeah, hands are also good to practice. They're a few, of course I can't remember any of the resources when I need to. But people have also made really good resources for hand pose and stuff like that, and I think they might have added a section for hand gesture drawings on that one I was thinking about, but I'm not sure. I may be thinking of something else. If they don't have it though, they should. Hands and feet can be real tricky. I personally need to get better at drawing like animals and vehicles. I always manage to like see how I give her sort of goat legs here. These are definitely jank as hell. I want to learn how to draw better animals so I can do better like fantasy people and stuff like that. Draw better creatures. Even when you're working in a fantasy or sci-fi or like super wacky anime stuff, it really helps to work from life. Not necessarily from life, but from realistic sources. And also just like looking through like magazines or other references, or like if you a funny thing to do is like if you watch Let's Players or uh streamer VODs and stuff like that, and you just, or even just like on movies and stuff like that, and you pause someone and you pause on someone's face and then you draw their face, most of the time you get really funny expressions because they're halfway through saying a word or something. And it's funny to draw that stuff, but also it's like and also you can interpret it, like you can interpret it into an anime face or like a more cartoony look. It's really fun to sort of get better at drawing expressions and expressive faces and stuff like that. So you don't get stuck like having same face syndrome. And also, I'm partially spouting all this stuff to remind myself that I need to do more practice every now and then, you know? But yeah, like keep going. Keep going, keep drawing, keep learning. Expand the sort of stuff you're working on. Oh, I use she, her. It's okay, I understand what you meant. I'm the USS Nardachi, and I'm the captain, and I go by she, her. I'm trying to do like a front lighting here, and I'm really bad at doing any lighting that isn't like coming from a top angle, so I'm just winging it. Oh, thanks. But as always, as the person working on the thing, you're always like, that's not turning out how I want it to turn out, it's wrong. And other people will always be like, it looks fine to me, and I'm like, I'm seeing all of the problems. Because I see the vision in my head of what it's supposed to look like, and then I see what I'm producing, and I'm like, not cutting it. But I try not to be too harsh, I just try to sort of be like, well, you know what, sometimes things don't turn out exactly right. You still had fun with it anyway. Not being a perfectionist is also very important. It's better to finish something that's like not as great as you wanted it to be than to just give up on it. I used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, it's not perfect, so I'll throw it away. And it's like, no, you idiot. You stupid idiot past me. You should have just rage quitted and then came back to it later and looked at it in a different light. Done the flip test, you know, where you flip something. I wonder how bad this will look when I flip it horizontally. Oh my god, I haven't even flipped it horizontally this whole time. Let me... Yeah, her legs are all jank. Oh dear. Okay, my torso makes no sense. I didn't realize that until I flipped it. Which I should have done earlier, but oh well. I drew this as a doodle on paper and then I scanned it in, so I don't want to fix all the lines. Yeah, but when you're working traditional, Another test to do is flip it upside down and see if it looks okay upside down. I don't think it works as good as flipping it horizontally when you're working digital, but it can still show you some stuff that you're messing up. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about different types of mediums I really like. My favorite thing about digital drawing is Control Z. Control Z is my best friend in the world. I love being able to undo things. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I can just, if I think this is too dark, I can just boop. Want it more dark? Boop. I can just futz around with it until it's good. Also, I've never been very good with coloring things. So, in digital, I can just mess around with it until it looks better. Whereas in traditional, I have to try to tweak and adjust and fix things. Oh, bro, a thing I learned in the very short amount of time of art school I went to is core shadows and reflected light. That has helped so much. Core shadows are like the middle of a shadow. They usually show up right at the edge between where the shadow is and where the, like, where it's curving, you know? I'll adjust this in a second. And then reflected light is light that reflects off other surfaces into the shadowy part of the thing. I don't know if I'm going to put reflected light in this one, but I like how it looks, so I probably will. And the difference between, like, cast shadows and form shadows, and this stuff really helps step up my shading things game. Glad my rambling is useful. Yeah, like if your character's in an environment where it's not like super dark, then they're gonna have like along the edge. Oh, that's way too bright. Like along the edge here, there would be a bit of rim lighting, or not quite rim lighting. Rim lighting is when there's another light source coming out, and it's like behind the character or something. Like if you're drawing a character in like a cyberpunk scene with like neon lights and stuff, then there might be rim lighting coming off the neon lights, hitting the edge of their cool leather jacket or something, Or if your character is in a bright white room with a light shining on them, they're probably going to have light bouncing off another surface and adding a little bit of light into the shadow, but not as bright as like the highlights or the base tone. It's stuff like that like once I was taught how to realize it, like taught how to notice that it was there, I was like, oh, it does make things look more realistic when you add that in. It helps give things a little bit more depth, or at least more visual interest. And of course, the fun thing about working in non-realism is that you can just stylize the hell out of anything you want. You can play with those rules and sort of mess with them to get whatever kind of results you want. Like when you make, like, if you want to draw something that looks really shiny, then just make the reflected light shinier, make the core shadows darker, put little shine specks in it. There's a lot of fun you can have when you realize what the rules are and how to break them effectively. And it super helps just to do like simple things like get like a simple object and draw it, that kind of thing, To have access to like a box or something that doesn't have a lot of writing on it, and you just draw it and draw how the lights hit it. It's like simple shadows, and notice where the core shadow is and if there's any reflective light. And a lot of fun things about shadows and highlights is that you can just wing it and it'll be fine. Oh, cool. I don't know what MCYT is, but I definitely know what anime is. Yeah, there's always a bunch of fun cheats you could do with animes. Exaggerate proportions, which is very popular. Or like, work with really, really funky stuff, Oh, Minecraft YouTube. I forgot that's like a whole ass fandom that exists. That's cool. Oh man, I want to play more Minecraft. I haven't played in like a little while. Every once in a while, I just need to play some Minecraft and I just go in and I like hollow out a mountain and build a city in it. That's one of my favorite things to do. I could just build a mountain, but no. Wilbur, Soot, and Aphmau. I don't know these names, but maybe I could look them up. Just fill my recommendeds with YouTube videos. That sounds much better than some of the things I've fucked up my recommendations with. Yeah, like, keep trying things, learn from realistic sources, even if you're doing, exaggerated stuff. Hello. The eyes. They see all. I like to make the eyes glow a little bit, because I want to make them kind of match the little summoning circle I was sitting on. Which kind of looks like a completely different, style to the rest of this, but that's okay. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even know people did that kind of thing. It's always interesting when I, like, meet someone from a different facet of the internet, and they're into, like, completely different stuff. And I'm like, huh? Doing some blending. Freaking love the blend tool. Oh, okay. Gotta rest and recover to make more prime Minecraft YouTube fandom stuff. Nice. What is... Oh. That's cute. Yeah, I have a couple cosplays I was supposed to finish because, you know, every single person, when we all started quarantining was like, oh wow, I'm gonna be stuck at home. I'm gonna finish so much stuff. And then we didn't. I still have a Trishuna cosplay to work on. And I have some other stuff I wanted to do, and then I didn't. Some lazy blurring. Man, I miss all our local conventions. I mostly just like cosplay for conventions. Oh man. At least you finished one thing. Congratulations. I have finished things, but they were not the things that I meant to finish in the first place, so I was like, okay, time to finally finish a thing I've been working on for a long time. Nope, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna get distracted and do something completely different. Mm. I have the attention span of like 3 goldfish strapped together, and sometimes one of them gets loose and I have to spend all day tracking it back down again. Watch, I'm gonna have to, like, finally, KanjiCon or something like that is gonna be able to open in, like, December, because we have a convention in December here for some reason. And, it'll be, like, the day before the convention, and I'll still be rushing to finish my Trishuna cosplay. Oh no! I'll be working on something, and then my wrists will get tired. But ow, ow. Which reminds me, I was holding my tablet in a weird position with my wrist, and now my wrist hurts. And I'll put it down for a bit, be like, okay, that's enough to now. I'll come back to it later, and then I'll forget. I'll forget about it for like months. I only recently finished a set of mermaid challenges that I started at least 1 year ago, possibly even the previous year. Right. I'll get around to watching that one eventually. It would be 3 years before she finally took that one off her crunchy queue. Did she watch it? No. She just gave up. Story of my trying to finish things. I was thinking of going through my old files and finding ones that I like. Pics that I hadn't finished working on. I want to finish. Yeah, because I know there's some in there. I recently found the trash can dress up game I was working on because I wanted to make a dress up game where you choose a trash can and you dress up your trash can. I finally found that, and I keep almost forgetting to work on it, so I gotta like keep doing that. I'll be like, how about I check out the series that I told a friend I'd watch months ago? Or I could rewatch something I've already seen 10 times. Guess which one pretty much always wins. I finally started watching The Promised Neverland, which I don't know how many seasons it has, but there's only one season out on Crunchy so far, so I'm hoping that's all there is, so I don't just forget about it again. Oh wait, it's still in blue. I mean, I still haven't seen A Silent Voice. I heard that it's like really feelsy and really pretty, which is the kind of stuff I love. Like, punch me right in the feels, sad animes. I want all the crying. Oh, okay. I may just start reading the manga. Yeah, like, I gotta eventually check out A Silent Voice. That's been on my list for a while. Trying to think of whatever good feelsy series I haven't seen yet that I thought, oh yeah, Your Name. I hear Your Name is like real sad, real sweet, and also Your Lie in April, and that other one I can't remember right now. I haven't seen any of those. But I have read Oyasumi Pun Pun, which is one of my favorite mangas. And it gets pretty dark. Well, that's sort of more of a dark sad. There's dark sad, and then there's more like a sweet sad, and there are ones that are just all over feelsy. I haven't saved this for a while. Yeah. I heard of Banana Fish a long time ago, and all I know is that I really like the name of it. That's all I know. That's like one of the ones I recognize next to A Silent Voice and Bungo Stray Dogs. They're trying to figure out how to do little shiny bits. Oh, cool. I've never read Josei Osamu and Shuya Nakahara, but I like a bunch of other books I read. I wish my brain would let me focus on reading for a little bit. And also, I wish I still had that really cool compendium of Edgar Allan Poe works that I used to have. What did I do with that? Did I sell it? I probably sold it. I've often had to sell things in times of desperation to try to get money for my meds, which is kind of a hassle. No, my anime merchandise and my cool books. Like, I'm sure I could get another one, but it was back when Barnes & Noble first started doing their fancy leather-bound compendiums, but not the new ones where they're all, like, really cool and colorful. It was the old ones where they were just, like, black and gold or black and silver. Ah. I think I've heard of that one either. I should probably be taking notes so I can look these up later. I don't read yaois, but I've definitely been reading, like, I've definitely been flipping through some mangas. Like, oh, what's this about? Oh, apparently it's about panty shots. That is all it's about, just panty shots. And having someone walk by and being like, Although, what was the old lady doing near the yaoi section? What are you hiding, Grandma? It's okay. I have a friend who is also a chronic Fujoshi. Don't worry, there are many like you. It's still a thriving community. Or Fudanshi. I don't know how you identify. I don't know what the gender-neutral term for someone who is obsessed with yaoi is. There's Fujoshi, Fudanshi. Fujodanshi. Cool. Sort of do like a blushing effect. I don't know if it's working, but it's probably gonna look super inconsistent. Oh, thinking about yaoi reminds me that I wonder if Mangago is back up. I have a bunch of bookmarks of series I'm reading, and yaoi reminded me of it because every time I open the front page, there's like 10 BLs of varying levels of obvious cheesiness on the front page. Right. I have like a ton of plushies and pillows. Because don't ever let anyone tell you that a 29-year-old can't have a ton of plushies and pillows. Listen to them, they're lying. Bought most of them with my own money, damn it. But like, yeah, sometimes if one gets like pushed out of place by me rolling around in my bed, I'll see it at like the edge of the bed and be like, what is that? What demon has come to befall me? Beset. I'm being beset by demons on all sides. What is it? What is it? And I'll just realize it's one of my fucking squishmallows or something. They're like, ah! 'Twas not a demon, 'twas a friend. Yeah, it's like, heck off. If you don't want to be surrounded by comfort everywhere, then that's your problem. If you don't want to do your art streams from in the middle of a pile of pillows and squishmallows and a giant squid plushie, then what are you? Like, okay, it's your business. Fluffazor, the cutest dragon in the world, will calm you down. Maybe hug Fluffazor. I don't have a plushie named Fluffazor, I was just trying to think of a good name for a plush dragon. Actually, Fluffazor would be a pretty good name for any plushie. Roast you alive with his adorable fire breath. And it'll also deeply insult your fashion choices and your hairstyle. It'll be an all-around roast.
We have to do something special for you.
Wonderful. Fluffazor's got the literal roasting. We've got the figurative type of roasting. Dynamic duo. Fluffazor and Toro Fujisaki, 11037. Just kind of vibing to this music right now. Got like 5 different types of shading going on here. Well, on Twitch you can change your username a couple times, so if you need to, like, if ever in the future you go, actually I don't want to be named after a guy from Meowth, then you can change it. Otherwise, you do you. One of those things like, haha, a secret funny thing only for me, as long as no one else realizes what it means.
Yours truly, Princess Houndstool.
Oh, okay. I haven't played Danganronpa. That's a game, right? I'm thinking of the right one, right? Yeah. I sort of missed it when the whole Danganronpa craze was going around. I was just like, well, that looks kind of cool, but I'm currently paying attention only to something else. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been seeing some popular YouTubers playing it. I've been like, oh man, is this gonna be a resurgence, or is it just like time for the dormant community to come out? Poster thing? I have not been keeping up with all the various anime news. Over here like, huh? What's happening? What are the kids into these days? That's sort of a... Wasn't there a new season of My Hero out? Okay. Like, I think there's like a new season or something. I was planning to just start reading the manga. Possibly. Although with how I am with mangas, it's like, I'd like to start reading the mangas. 12 years later. Ooh, okay, cool. Wait, have I seen season 4? Wait. I can't remember. I'm sure I'll hear about whatever drama that is at some point, and I'll be like, what? Those things like, I pray you may never have to know what drama I'm talking about. For your own good. Oh, you sweet summer child. May the drama not befall you on this day. Keep your mind unhindered from such vile information. Keep yourself free and pure. Even if you suffered internet brain rot for several years, you mustn't go to that forbidden place and learn of the dark work happening there. I wish I could color the lines on this one, but since I don't entirely know how to do that when I scan it in, it's like, guess I'll just keep it. What do you need? Maybe another little circle around the horns? Maybe another little circle around the horns, yeah. Time to make another circle. Right. And like only 3 of the layers are labeled if you're even lucky enough to have labeled them at all. It's like, yeah, thanks, pass me. Great job. Mm. That's when I was looking for radio. Shredifier. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm currently like every time I'm not streaming, which is most of the time, I lurk on like several acquaintances I've accidentally made. I just like stumbled into a really cool, chill community of streamers. There's a lot of them. Lacentia, Abraham Lincoln, Michael Grab, Debian Mugen. They're all great. Tired Femboy Gremlin. Sounds like a treat. Hold on a second, let me... Might as well check out more people. Also, this person I wrote down earlier, GMR Drew. Shred if fire. GMR Drew does really pretty artwork. And Clear Cadence does really cool artwork, and like I don't even know how I know all these people. It's one of those things like, huh? I'm like chronically shy. How did I meet all these cool folks? Oh, Clear Cadence. But I do follow a lot of queer people. Like if I... And I think Cade is... some kind of LGBTQIA plus something. I'm an ace, but I don't usually put it in my thing, because I don't know. Like, the community on Twitch is very chill compared to, some other sites, but I just... Her name is... like this. She's super nice. And, really chill. Talks a lot about, various mental health issues, so... If you have any triggers like that sort of thing, depression, anxiety, self-harm, abusive relationships, that kind of thing, be careful when you're on her thing, because she talks freely about those kind of stuff, having come from an abusive situation herself, and having done, like, training with other folks, but, yeah. That's just her sexuality. Depressed bi rat. Mine is tired. Mine is no thanks, leave me alone. I just want to draw demon gamer girls. That's all I want to do. What heck, what brush was I using for that? The little one, right? I forgot to put spots on this leg, so it looks kind of weird. Wait, where was I? Okay, I was putting those on there. That weird effect when you take away the shading and you're like, oh, jeebus. It's a ghost. Wait. Oh, yeah, because it's on there. It's a ghost. When you take off the lion's lair and it looks like the fucking, like those Tweety Bird popsicles you could get from the ice cream truck. I haven't seen an ice cream truck in such a long time. That's what I was using. Time. Oh yeah, it's 12:52. Okay. I usually sign off at 1 a.m. my time. But sometimes I let myself stay a little bit longer so I can finish whatever I'm working on so I don't forget to finish it. Or I don't forget an idea I had, stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure for this one I just sorta... I want spots. Oh, allow. It got thought. Arrow. It's like, oh yes, I am actually, aerospace sexual. I'm very interested in planes and helicopters and all things that fly. If you're not a pilot, don't even look at me. Yeah, that is highly accurate. At the end of intercourse or romance, I fling myself 100 miles in the air. I yeet myself out of the situation at the speed of sound. This bitch arrow, yike! Elegantly hovers away. Do not care for the situation, goodbye. Am I done with this, or do I just, like, not? Oh, if I'm done with this, that's outside the can. I remember when I was a little kid, and I was always like, they always tell you to color in the lines and not outside of the lines, but what if you could color on the lines and make colored lines? And little me know, but you can do that in the future. You can use clip layers to make the lines different. I'm not going to do it for this one, however, because I don't know how to do that easily when I'm working with kind of thing. Good night! You're all going to hell. Goodbye. Maybe I should get some... Time to fuss with the tiny details. I want like a whole ass extra layer for this. Actually, when people usually start talking about romance or sex stuff, I'm just like, okay, cool, I'm going to zone out. Y'all have fun. Ignore me while I play Battle Cats on my phone. Ignore me while I look up weird recipes for pies on my phone. Ignore me while I get distracted by a bird I saw. I think if I just lighten and smudge the hell out of this, if it'll look alright. and thousands of layers later. The one where the guy does the peace sign and then just, like, disappears. Like, I'm gonna play rhythm games on my phone. If you see me tapping away furiously, it's a look of intense concentration as, like, bouncy anime music plays. That's what I'm doing. No need to check on me, I'm fine. I think that sort of worked like I wanted it to. How does it look smaller? Okay. Helps a lot to zoom out and make sure you see what you're doing, because sometimes you're like me and you have your navigator all tiny. But it really helps to zoom out and zoom in and make sure everything looks good in, like, an overall kind of way. Oh, I was holding my tablet weird again? Oh! Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. It's like some of the fur is a little bit shiny, but most of it is very soft. This demon gamer girl takes care of her fur. You good? Leave me alone. I'm playing Hatsune Miku Tap Wander. Actually, wait, I haven't heard of that. Oh my god, I need to download Hatsune Miku Tap Wander. Mostly I just play, like, Love Live and stuff, which is kind of super cringe, I know. I really like the rhythm game version of it. I just hate how they're all little anime teenage. They're like teenage. They're like in high school, right? It's fucking creepy. Collect cards of them, and then you look at the cards. It's like little pinups. A lot of them aren't pinups, but some of them definitely are, and I just don't like it. So I'm definitely always looking for games that can be possibly as fun to play as Love Live is, and as, like, easy to play with the way that the tap buttons are set up, but that maybe doesn't have so many pinups of high school kids. I'm not in high school. I don't like to see that. My favorite character from that game, though, is Fumi. I can never remember her last name, but the name is Fumi, and she's one of those nerd characters with, like, the spirally glasses, and she has a pet chameleon named Gyoro. That's the best character in the entire game. Fumi Shibata, I think it is. Yeah, I gotta check out. Oh, wait. Because usually, like, Project Diva games and stuff like that with Vocaloids in them are pretty easy to play and pretty fun. So I'm hoping if it's a Miku game, then it'll be fun. The more that I realize that I messed up the torso, the more I hate looking at it, but I also really don't want to bother fixing it. But also I kind of do. Maybe she's just really short. Maybe she's just really short. That's kind of a weird torso. That's okay. You can have a weird torso. She's a demon. Len and Kaido. Kaido is the sort of the cool one, right? And Len is the guy whose character model I can't stand looking at because it looks like he has a 5-year-old's head on, like, a 15-year-old's body. But he does have a cool voice set, you know, like his voice bank or whatever. So Len sounds cool as long as I don't have to look at him. And I think Kaido is the one with, like, the deep like the deep mask voice, right? He sounds pretty cool. I like she's like a woman with more of a deep voice, and she sounds really melodic and pretty, even though she's like a robot. I like that. Thank you. I'm having fun. Wait. That's on the same level, right? Oh, I didn't put it down. Yeah, possibly Luca. I can't remember all of their names. And I like Miku in general. She's very cute, has a great design. I love the cone sleeves. The cone sleeves are fantastic. And she's very cute. Has just a very, very happy voice set. I think Luca is the one with the deeper voice who sounds really cool. Fukase. I can't remember which one that is. I'm so bad with names. Okay, I like the cheesy sorta, sparkly shading I did with the hair, but also it's like really inconsistent with everything else. Try something. Cafe, bee flower, and one more. I forgot. Oliver. Huh. I know there's one named Gumi, who I don't know if she's actually counts as a Vocaloid or is like part of a different set, but is still also like a robot singer with a voice bank and all that. I can't remember what she sounds like, but I do remember that there's one named Gumi. I don't know what she looks like. If I'm like not directly focusing on from something, my brain will be like, oh, you don't need this information. Oh no! I hate it when like something gets ruined for you. I try not to let that happen, but sometimes there's things where I'm like, well, I don't want to associate with it. Okay, good. Yeah, I like the softer look a bit better. I want to break up the hairlines a little bit. What? Creepy. Big yikes. Much cringe. Wow. Okay, I like that shading better. Even though I did like the super sparklies. I may add a hint of super sparklies. Let me test something. Oh man, the punching bass in the song is like making me dizzy. Gross. Super gross. I'm glad that like the part of TikTok I'm on is mostly like civil rights, weird cooking, animals, science, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's like no one's clamoring to date you, bro. Get over yourself. Especially if you make yourself openly transphobic, then... I bet they're the same kind of people who are like, oh, there's too many flags for everything. Oh, they probably made it ironically. I bet it's a super ugly flag. It's always a super ugly flag. What? Okay. How dare they infringe upon Halloween colors in even the slightest way? The Halloween belongs to the queer community. I feel like I need some like little star speckles back here. Oh, hello. Right. Oh my god, it is though, isn't it? Wait, yeah. Wait, yeah. Wait, yeah, is that like Tinder or something? Congratulations, you played yourself. Yeah, hello. I was supposed to sign off 10 minutes ago, but I keep adding things to this. I think I want some, like, sparklies. Hold on. Grindr. Yeah. Grindr. I keep forgetting which one. I don't know dating apps. I'm too ace to remember what dating apps are. Oh, yeah, it is Grindr. My god. Now, I love Clip Studio Paint. You can just have, like, all the little anime effects. Okay, I want some heckin' shinies. I want it to kind of look like she's floating in space. Put this on. Okay, good. I put it on a new layer. That panic of, oh god. I'm gonna go over this with a clip layer. Change the tones a little bit, make it sort of fade out. It's been too big. on top of each other. Should I add that one? Let me see. Let me just add another layer. Yeah, add a little bit of this, but I want it to be subtle. I mostly want the sparkle stars. Thank you. I'm having fun adding sparklies and shinies and stars to everything. And I love the array of, like, you have this sort of thing and stuff like that. You have flowers, we got bloodstains, of course. Got this type of sparkle. This type of sparkle is like the circles and the... Clip Studio Paint is often used by manga artists who work digitally. Now, let me sort of adjust these. I want it to be super subtle. "500 layers later." Clipping to the right thing, right? Yeah, okay. She has to sacrifice one homophobe to the gaming gods. For good luck in playing. Can I... Oh, heck, I forgot how light that one is. Okay, hold on. Make some of these dark. Not that much. Dark purple. Darker. Let's sort of subtle it on there. I always struggle to find an actual balance between, like, super crazy fun times and, like, not making my eyes burn out when I look at it. I guess I should just hide a little Siggy somewhere in here. Twin it pen. Nah. Don't even know what layer that is, but you know what? It's a Siggy layer. Alright. Yeah, I think I gotta chill out on this for now. Oof, okay. Ugh. Don't forget every once in a while, like I forgot, don't forget to stretch your neck out a little bit. Stretch out those stretch out that weave. Okay, I do like the subtle 5-point stars in the background. Okay, yeah, good. I think that looks okay at this general size, which is pretty much the size it's gonna be on Tumblr, so. The thumbnail! Yeah, I think it looks better at this size, so. Yeah, if I need to tweak it, I'll tweak it later. Let me see if I can send you on to anyone else who's streaming right now. Eesh. Did I remember to turn on web captioner? I did, okay. Oh yeah, I just found out about this series, which apparently came out 4 years ago. Which it looks hilarious. It's apparently about a trans woman who came out at work and then was immediately fired, and she had to go live with a non-binary eco-assassin who assassinates oil CEOs, which of course is splendid, just wonderful. Let's go see who's on tonight. I bet Dama is still playing, as she always is. Me. I don't have any bots or anything, so I just kind of manually go to Stream Manager. I hope my laptop doesn't explode from having CSP and Chrome and Firefox open at the same time. Okay, the Lemon Stand is on Propagation VR. I haven't heard of that. Valheim. Oh, she does really cute art. Okay, Palette Box is on. Orchestra's on. Lucentia is still playing? She's playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Oh, this... You might appreciate this guy, although I don't know. Because if you're into yaoi, it doesn't necessarily mean you're into Bara. But this guy does beautiful work. I like to watch him because, I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I like to draw fan art of it. And sometimes I want to know how to draw really good muscles. He is Korean, and I don't know anything he's ever saying, but, come on, I want to see what he's doing. Yeah, do you have any specific thing for what you want to see? I don't know what Propagation VR is, but VR Horror Night, okay? He's playing Valheim. I want to check out Valheim. She's doing art. She also does really pretty art. She's also Korean. Palette Box is playing Dragon's Dogma. Orchestra is playing Super Mario 3D World. Is that the, I think she was doing some really hard, like, levels. Lucentia is playing Ori and the Will of the Wisp. She's very sweet. And Ori and the Will of the Wisp is really pretty. This guy's doing some, sexy, huge men. And Meiji Wolf is playing the Elder Scrolls. Do you have any preference? Toru Fujisaki, 11037. Come on, come on. I think I'm a good check out for Almighty. He's pretty fun, but also her art is beautiful. But also Orchestra is doing some really fun stuff. I don't know. Do you have any preference for what you want to see? Otherwise, I'm going to choose one at random. And then I'm going to go lurk on all of them. See what she's doing. Hello. I just finished working on this, although who knows, I may go back and edit it in the future. It's like a demon gamer girl. And now I'm trying to go raid someone. Ooh. What is she doing here? Okay, so no preference.
나가는 방송을 하려고 했으면은 재채들을 했죠. 같이 좀 그만주셈.
Oh no, how do I put in her name? Uh, uh, Shrimp TRTR. Let's send you to some more art.
나 이거 찾느라고 맨날
Shrimp TRTR. Wait, not Shremo. Yes, sir. Let's go watch her draw some horses. It didn't work. Is it because of the name? Okay, it is not allowing me to go. Fuck it, we're gonna go to orchestra. It's not allowing me to do anything. Okay, so I am not being allowed to send a raid, but Shrimp Turter here, Shrimp TRTR, is drawing a beautiful horse. The Lemon Stand is playing Propagation VR. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna go lurk on them. Fromighty 1 is playing Valheim. Palette Box is playing Dragon's Dogma. Orchestra is playing Super Mario 3D World. Placentia is playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and I'm definitely gonna go lurk on her to see what everyone else is doing. She's part of that super cool streamer group I was talking about. Bunch of really chill people. Tart is on. Please let me raid Tart. Please. So if you go bother any of these people, that would be great. Venomous Tart. Please, come on, let me raid Tart. She's working on building her channel. Oh, she's using the thing I drew for her. Damn it! Oh, my god. I swear to God. I'm gonna manually copy paste. There you go, go there. Okay, I gotta sign off now so I can go lurk on all my friends. But yeah. Yeah, Twitch is probably just having some problems. I think other people have been having problems with Twitch too for a while, so hassles. But yeah, go check out any of my pals who are playing. Go see some fun stuff. Go talk to some chill people. And yeah, gotta sign off for now. Drink a water, do a stretch, and support your local bees. I don't know. Good night or good morning or whatever time it is for you. Peace.